All I did was try and brush her because her fur is matting and she hissed at me.
That is great suffering you put upon her.
How
I
dare you?
know. I am a horrible owner. How dare I?
Yes, exactly.
So, Red, since you're the only one who has proper notes, why don't you?
Yeah, I even went back to listen in to see if I missed anything important. And a lot of things happened, guys. A lot of things happened. uh, Mainly, it began with Astrid doing a wonderful performance, doing her little bow and stage encore as people were clapping, impressed with the liberties that are taken for the play, of course. During that time, Rion sent a message to uh, Orpheus. Rion got a message from Damocles saying, "Hey, we need to have a meeting with Orpheus. Take care of that," which she agreed with essentially. As we made our way out of there, essentially, she made her way out to do her job while everyone else is taking care of some other things. Astrid, of course, did the wonderful thing of complimenting Skyrax, Orpheus's too, acting. Very impressed by his abilities, and he was also very passionate about the art, so that she took the heart and was even offered to give him tutoring lessons. A wonderful play by Astrid, of course, and she was willing to help him as he's looking for the right tutor. While that's and also had time to talk to Nira and Enrico as well behind the curtain, as Enrico tried to reassure her about there was just a simple dick measuring contest between two heirs, essentially. While that's going on, Damocles and Freya were out the balcony. Damocles nearly having another heart attack, seeing his daughter on stage, and possibly this could have spilled out into a horrible situation, as he explained to his heir Freya about the two powerful houses and how this could have gone wrong, especially based on the reputation. And that's if anything else, regardless of whatever happened, this only could end in defeat. And Freya did a masterful job of stopping that from becoming a problem. If nothing else, Damocles wanted to leave. He wanted to leave immediately, and just want to get his family out and go home and get out of this limelight. Essentially, sadly, that would not be what would happen next, as Nira was going to go on her way out to rejoin herself with Freya and Damocles, and Enrico was going to stay back with Freya. But sadly, a man came by, a very important one, Marcus Draco, I believe, ruler of House Draco, who came to extend an invitation to Astrid. More probably of thanks, probably for some other reason, just to have a chance for her to come to an after party that she agreed to, as she saw no other reason to say no to a powerful house and ruler, essentially. With that, she gave that news to her father, and who seemed to be more upset and wished his daughter had made an excuse, because now they have to attend this party. There's no coming out of it now, as they've been giving a free ride and free invitation, essentially. See, on that way, they decided to make themselves look presentable and make their way to the party, essentially. Getting there was pretty nice. A few of the bigger upper houses were there, as they went to the balcony to talk to House Draco, essentially, with his heir, young Flavus, as Dadocles and Marcus went off to go talk a little bit more politics and left everyone else behind, essentially. There was a bit of a back and forth, as Flavus both apologized and showed him admiration for Astrid as a whole, as everyone seemed to be a bit of a more cordial mood before our favorite Orpheus came in, carrying drinks. Happy to see Astrid and the rest, as he presented some tray full of wine for everyone to try out. Of course, there was a bit of a taste test to make sure there was no poison, even though there was an attempt by Orpheus to cause a bit of chaos that Enrico was able to step in and stop before it became disastrous. Though he did twist the knife a bit when he proceeded to tell him, like, warriors do not act like savages as a whole. Which I don't believe Orpheus too took appreciate at all.
It was against not Orpheus, it was against Flavius.
Oh, Flavius, I apologize. Thank you for letting me know. I was horrified what was going on. Thank you.
It was net positive.
You know what? Yes, it was a net positive. I do agree. With that, there was still some talk on the balcony, as during this whole thing, Dadocles was watching, or he wasn't aware what the small nuances was, but he could see that there was something going on. As after this conversation with Marcus, he went back to his children in the house, and everyone talked about what was going on, essentially. Now, what was going on, Rianne was delivering her message to Orpheus, or the ruler of House Orpheus as a whole, having a chance to speak with him and pass along her message. But on her way there, she ran into a familiar friend, air quotes, Drago, Drago? Is it Drago or Drago? Right, I'm gonna make sure I'm saying it right.
It's Drago.
Drago, thank you. Drago, where they're on their way in the same position. Um, Rian had no problem issue with him coming along as they were going the same direction. They had a bit of a conversation about what was going on for a little bit on the stage before she made her way to Theos to deliver her message. He did take in her information, but also proceeded to give her some information to pass along to her lord and ask about his two unwed daughters and to inform Damocles that there are suitors apparently that who are interested. She did give a moment to ask further questions, but he didn't seem to be interested in telling her, which she's fine with as a whole. But before there was further input or further conversation, two white serpent guards stepped up to escort Theos to, I guess, the next stage of the theater. Though he didn't seem to be interested, and it was also odd because that's not something that they would normally do as a whole. He just tried to dismiss them, but they didn't really seem to take that too well as they decided to pull out knives and go to subdue or kill, more likely, Lord Theos as a whole. Rion, not one for combat and not knowing what to do, ran off, hopefully to find some help, and bumped into Drago and let him know what happened. He seemed to step in to stop this and ran to get us all both out as he took out the guards, escorted us out to a place to take us out of there, essentially, and pick up anyone else who was in our path. Though we did find out a bit later that this was more likely poisoned by the blades, that while it didn't kill him, it did nick him, so that's still dangerous. And Rion would, of course, get back in contact with Damocles, who was concerned about her lack of report, as she told him, like, I need to see this, bring the suit doctor, essentially, bring Nira, as things have gotten far dire, which he seemed to take and understand. At the party as well, like I said, everyone seems to be having a awkward but good time, as while they things aren't working out the way they wanted to, they still were having fun mingling with other ones. As there was a conversation between Astrid and Freya about trying to reassure their father, and basically Dad's disappointed about the suitor situation, but he seemed to be there for his children. See what else happened there. Oh, then was it as Rion made her way there, Damocles took Nira and made sure to not cause alarm as she took her up to the top to help deal with Theos, that she was able to do expertly and help make sure to deal with the poison. As Drago was gone as well. The one who escorted us here was not there at the cargo. Maybe in the confusion he decided to slip out. Who knows? Different things, of course. While that was going on, the two heirs decided to mingle with a few people. Some more than others. Didn't really go the greatest, but it didn't really go the worst, as there was conversation, talks, introductions, and everyone was seen to be at least polite to each other. While that's going on, Theos was escorted to a safe place. Well, more like Damocles went off to go talk with Marcus, and Rion with her, mostly in concern, and not wanting him to go alone. Nira stayed behind with her patient to ensure his safety. Then Theos, along with Nira, who was assisted to not leave her patient, since Skylar was there as well, decided to go with them to make sure his recovery was going to go without any problems. While that was going on, we had to talk with Marcus to explain the situation. He seemed to take this with seriously, as Rion told him what happened, mentioning that she saw Drago, though they'd mentioned to her that there was no man of that name that they knew of, but she was staying with her story, essentially. That's what happened, that's what she's telling them. But he was thankful, at the very least, for the support, as now they had to investigate what was going on. While it's going on here with Theos in the room, left by Skyrax and two guards there, noticed a alarming situation as a hunter seeker was coming towards its way. Thinking fast, she took it out with a book with very good rolls, was able to save his life effortlessly, and of course alert the guards what's going on, making this more of a heart dire situation. After getting reassurances by the guards, she decided to leave them in his care, as she made her way back to us and Damocles, who seemed to be very much done with this whole situation, as he wanted to leave and take his family out, which sadly we agree with, as the party was winding down anyway, so we decided to make our way out, essentially, and have hopefully a time to regroup and figure out what we want to do. And there was sadly one last goodbye, as Ashish took one last look out to the party and noticed Lord Gregor seeming talking with, or normed with, a woman who seemed to be talking with him. There was a moment of hesitation and disappointment before she ultimately decided to leave and make her way back home. And I think that's how it ended. You guys let me know.
Sag.
Yes, yes, that's how it
Yep.
is. Freya dropped the ball.
Really, yes.
Also,
No,
yes,
no, I
just
believe you.
so we're clear on mechanics. Having an item doesn't mean it just automatically succeeds against everything. Improves your
That's not what I was
chances.
We didn't say that.
It improves
That's
your
not what I was
chances.
asking. I was just asking what method, and then it turned into a whole fucking debate in Discord.
No, I mean like the whole like 100% reliable when I was making fun of you. It's like because it improves your chances, but it's never like 100%.
I never said it was.
Just needed to make sure.
Okay.
I just looking back at Jill's grunt will use this against me. I'm like, yeah.
I
Yeah,
never
questions.
use things against people. You do that to yourselves. It's fine.
To use people against people.
I wish you could see me looking into the non-existent camera right now.
I don't need to poison you. I'm sure you will like politically suicide. That's okay.
gotta
No,
believe.
we will go extinct. No, we'll go back.
Wow. Has absolutely faith in us.
Go to the
We're gonna show
Benetalax,
them.
be like, guys, we need some genetic manipulation, please.
Will that work actually? I don't think they have it for like they want mostly male coupling, right?
Listen, they'll probably ask for something that I'm sure it won't be too much.
Yeah.
Like, guys,
They do make deals. The problem is, what can we offer them?
All
Not much.
genetic material.
they always need more slaves.
Yeah.
So yeah, oh god, I'll give me like 2 minutes to fetch my glasses because I can't see shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's growing old. The eyes are giving up.
The first way to go.
Please don't stress Grant. He's already stressed enough tonight.
All I did was ask a question of, oh, did I actually sip it or did I use the item that I have that's specifically meant to detect poison? And he said, no, fuck you, tech sucks, you can't use it. I just asked the question.
He's a believer in the jihad. Okay. We don't
Okay,
use tech
really?
here. We don't use tech here, man. We just drink the poison.
You shriek the boys. Yeah, because I'm sorry I didn't say, but yeah, you are completely correct. You, Enrico gave you a chance to test the poison without being rude to
Yes.
the heirs. So it's
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, that's
I
what
don't
they-
remember if you said like you're gonna taste it or not, but
I
No,
don't
no,
remember if I said that or
no.
not.
Yeah, no, Enrico asked, and then she
Enrico
like
did.
nodded.
He gave her an opening. He's
I
like,
don't
hey,
know, man.
protocol dictates that we do this.
Anyway, it's over, it doesn't
That's
matter.
all.
I'm sure it'll never come
what do
up
you mean
again
it's
in
over?
the
Mac,
future.
go and watch the stream. You were like bragging about it earlier. Go watch the stream.
Yes, I will literally. I will open the fucking transcript and I copy paste the
It's
transcript.
not a big deal.
It's not okay. If you want, let's not fucking.
That's why I asked Discord. I was expecting a yes or a no, option
not-
1 or an option 2. That's it.
Please,
Damn.
let's not go on this tangent.
Man brags, then doesn't follow up.
Okay, I'll follow up. Just continue-
No,
just
it's a
continue-
joke. It's a joke. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh. Listen, you cannot joke with me about such things.
Can't then brag about it.
I will do it. Actually, just continue.
So, I think it's basically just is it like the? I think it's the next day, right? Like I don't think any of you want to do anything unless I'm mistaken. You do.
Well, we left. I remember that Dadicles wanted us to get out of there. That's why we left.
Yeah, and basically head to your own personal quarters. The question is, would any of you want to do anything? Talk about anything?
I think if it's
I've-
all right with everyone, Rion would like to report to Damocles what happened. Well, the conversation with Theos and talk to you guys because she wasn't there for the party, so she doesn't know what happened.
Well, first of all, I think Naira is still with Theos, right?
No, Damocles had asked Nair to come back with them and
Okay.
go back to their room so that they could leave.
Okay, so you'll have switched over with their own personal physician. It's probably not as good as you. Though honestly, doctors don't usually kill hunter seekers with books.
What can I say? I'm built different.
Um, But yeah, no, you head over to the kind of like set of rooms allocated to you in the fancy hotel, as you all kind of like get a chance to unwind a bit. You have left the party. The politicking is done. You can now act more naturally, as Damocles just pours himself a drink and just sits on the balcony watching kind of like the city lights just shine.
Poor Damocles.
He deserves
Damn.
better.
I feel so sad for my father.
Is gonna join him.
Yeah, Astrid is also going to join him, I think.
Leave the advisors to talk. Okay.
She does want to check up on Naira because everyone was like kind of leaving and that at least did take Naira away, which was like there would be like only one reason he would come to get you, right?
I think you informed him of the
Oh.
Hunter Seeker, right, Naira?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was over the like
Yeah, talked
radio
about it.
link or whatever.
That was his last straw, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not dealing with this anymore. Just leave.
I respect it.
I was gonna say I'm gonna make sure all the windows are closed, but they're out on the balcony, so still gonna close the windows.
Oof. I think Rian would turn to the Enrico, and I assume Enrico and Nier are here along with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So how did it go? Based on temperament around the room, I assumed not as well as we hoped.
Oh well, it could have gone much worse. No fights happened, so that's a plus.
There was definitely a public spectacle, though.
How public are we speaking here? Have we insulted our house? Have we angered someone?
No, just a bit of attention, nothing else. Just a few looks.
Okay, that's good. Have we? Is it too hopeful for me to ask that there was extensions of friendship, possibly a chance to make alliances with other houses by chance?
I didn't see
I mean, there is the proposal of marriage between Astrid and Lord Flavius Draco.
Flavius definitely. Yeah, he's gotten an eye on Astrid. Yeah, he's not very subtle about it.
I don't think it was a marriage proposal, if I'm mistaken.
No.
It was just like-
Was it not?
Yeah, no. Flavius wanted to like he approached Astrid and just talked with her, and like
yeah, it was
complimented
like
her
a
basically.
courting
And then
and-
then
Well, no, I'm
Flavia, like,
talking about what Damocles told us.
Literally, I think I don't remember who said it, but it was like, yeah, no, he has never been impressed by anyone like this before, something along those lines. So
Yeah,
yeah, no,
but yeah.
the smart
Yeah.
political advisors, I can like
Yes,
definitely
yes,
pick
we
at
all-
this.
yeah, Enrique, you say yeah, Flavius definitely again. Flavius and Astrid, there's something there definitely.
You see, like Rian's like eyebrow wrinkle for a bit, like what? Looks at Naira for confirmation.
Yeah. I mean, apparently she impressed him from how she handled the situation on stage.
I have to talk with Damocles, Lord Damocles, as soon as I can. But okay, still could be worthwhile at the very least. So attention from the second heir. Oh no, the heir of. Okay.
There is something that you two should know before you go talk to Lord Damocles. While I was watching over Lord Theos, Lord Silax came and went to take him to his room, and a hunter-seeker came in.
You took down a hunter. Wait, hold on. A hunter seeker.
Yes. And I mean, like, I hit it with a big book.
You took down a hunter seeker with a book.
Yeah, I don't know how, if I'm being honest. I just I wasn't going to allow that to happen. That's all I could think about.
That is now. If you want a career change, I get you in the academy. God damn.
She just stares at you and kind of like gestures to the diamond tattoo on her forehead.
Well, she's in debt. She can't leave. Okay.
It was a joke. Nara.
Cannot physically harm anyone.
It was a joke. That's mighty impressive feat. Anyway, that's something.
Okay. That is. We should best keep this information to ourselves, I assume. Right?
The guards of Orpheus know.
That's the important part. But I don't think
Yes.
we should go. I will consult with Damocles, I assume, and see what he thinks is best. But I don't think we should
Yep.
tell others about this if we can help it.
Yes, we shouldn't brag about it. Yes, let the guards know. No, that we're there. No one else.
But we have found ourselves in the middle of an assassination plot against Orpheus' house.
Very distasteful turn of events then. So, let me summarize. We have a possible interest from Astrid from Lord Flavius, I assume. I think it's not the other one. The second brother, I guess. Gyrax? Yes, that's good. What was that? So I thought one of you guys said something. I was confused for a second. You're good. So we would there's a chance of Astrid's interest or Flavius' interest with Astrid's. No alliances have been made at the very least. No prospects yet. An assassination attempt has been revealed to us. A small house with no power to really do much in this regard. So I will leave that for now. What about Freya? Has she made some friends at the very least? Some chances to mingle with higher heirs?
She did mingle. She didn't.
That sounds, by the look of your face, and I think that was not a good thing.
She did talk to people. It didn't go badly.
Naira, did it go badly?
I left as
there.
soon
He
as
wasn't there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's hoping for someone to lie to her right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing too impressive. Nothing as direct as Flavius. Again, neither good nor bad, but not good.
Very well. Very well. I will take your word for that. Okay, not what I hope for this event, but at the very least, it's not as disastrous. Hopefully, so.
At least there was no fight between Flavius and Silex.
Yes, thank goodness for that. Asher did it very well, and I know I'm sorry if I'm grilling you too, but how are you both? Are you all right?
Still some adrenaline, but yeah, I'm alright.
I'm perfectly fine, but then I was just standing here just.
That's good.
And you, Rianne, you dealt with apparently a lot to get
yes.
Lord
Oh,
Theos here.
I have done as my duty demands, and nothing more, nothing less.
Still commendable.
I think I should grab us some cake. Does anyone want any cake?
I could use some cake.
I'm getting us some cake.
Sure, for good services, yes.
Yes, I'll wait for Lord Damocles to return to report back to him, but I'll grab us some cake and possibly some sweet drinks. She just goes to, I assume, a fridge or something like that to gather some of that.
Yeah, there's some refreshments in the room. As
He'll give a plate for
you all
everyone.
just see him standing on the balcony, just drinking, not saying anything. It's just barely with Astrid and Freya next to him. I'm not sure if Astrid
Brooding
or
family.
Freya are saying anything to him. He's not saying anything to you. Just silently watching the lights of the city. The spectacle of the green hue just dancing in the buildings.
Freya's gonna take his hand. Just asks, what are you thinking about?
The discussion with Lord Draco. Tomorrow probably have to have a talk with Lord Orpheus. Just going through the motions, I guess.
Anything where we can help?
He just kind of like looks at you, smiles, and says, "Well, I don't know. I- I'll let you know if something comes up."
Just gonna have a light smile and just say, please do.
He returns to drinking and looking in the distance.
Oh no. Astrid kind of does want to say something, but she feels like she did enough for today. Oh, she kind of gives Freya a look like, oh man, like we kind of need to do better.
Yeah. She's gonna try to take your hand.
Yeah.
Just whispers. Take Astrid's hand.
Oh,
And just say, I need you to teach me how to talk to people. Like, I mean, I can talk to people, but like those people.
Well, yes, of course. Well, I recently realized that maybe I'm also not that good at it. I mean, it's not like we've mingled with our peers that much. But I can help you out. I mean, we can go through some scenarios. Talking 101 with Freya.
I mean, you're offering everyone improv lessons, so why not?
Invite her too. Maybe she can mingle with Silex. Just
Oh god. I mean, he would be a second son.
Yeah, which is
It
perfect
was-
for you, because
Yeah.
It was the first party. Oh, we can do better. I know it's not what any of us expected out of. Was it last night? No, it was tonight. I know it's not what any of us expected tonight. But, well, there's no taking back anything that happened, so we're just going to move forward, right, Father? And Freya and I will see to learn from our mistakes.
he just nods. Says, "Well, I mean, don't be too harsh on yourselves. It's fine. Shouldn't have known. At the very least, you're safe. We'll see what happens with the investigation in the coming days, weeks, however long it takes." And he like looks at the both of you and says, just smiles and says, "You two just focus on doing your own stuff. I'll handle the the word interpersonal house politics." It's like-
Esther just kind of gives him a hug and
Freya's gonna get in the hug as well.
Yeah. As he hugs the both of you and finishes the glasses, "I'm gonna go get another drink," and he like heads back inside.
Oof.
As you see him all pour
Yes.
himself another glass of wine.
Just gonna say, please drink responsibly, please.
Rian, as I assume the rest of us see him come in and everything, right?
Yes.
My lord, if it's not too much trouble, I would like to report to you some other things that went on as well, unless you wish to
No,
save
no.
this for another time.
Feel free. What has happened?
Here's a piece of cake.
No, 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 thank you. And he like pours the glass of wine.
Oh no. Very well then. Um, I did deliver the message to talk with Orpheus before this whole kerfuffle happened. He did pass a few words before. He was interested in meeting you, of course, before this, but he did make an inquiry about our two unwed heirs of our house, essentially.
Yes, well, that was one of the things we had to discuss was marriage proposals.
Yes. He did wish for me to inform you that there are interested suitors. I assume there's going to be further discussion about this later when you spoke with
see
him.
hope. A tiny glimmer of hope behind those eyes.
He like
Says, I will make sure to talk with him when he is recovered.
Yes. Are you sure you do not wish to take a seat? Some cake? It's very relaxing at night.
I also
Sweet.
enjoy the city lights. It's I rarely get to see it, and it is quite beautiful. As he like heads back out on the balcony.
Oh. Rian just bows to leads him go. I'm not sure if anyone else overheard what we were saying, or it's just me and him privately for a second.
Well, that's up to you. I assume like because it's a big living room, but it's not that big. So unless you're
We're
like
gonna give you
whispering.
some kind of privacy
Yeah, she would make it private.
as
but
much as possible.
Yeah, she would try to tell him privately at the very least, to give him time to digest, decide what he wants to tell the others.
At this point, yeah, no, it's fine. Channel that sadness into something productive.
Rian was gonna actually ask him further questions, but she's like, I gotta leave this man. Let this man watch the lights for a little bit.
listen, he is happy. Listen, yes, some hope. Maybe there is some hope.
Here's a hope.
Please let him watch the lights. As a request from his doctor.
But Rian wanted to go back to Enrico and Nira and sit down and get some cake for everyone else. It's just a piece for everyone.
Astrid does want to talk to Freya after Damocles leaves.
Aren't
Well, I'm just a bit worried. He looks worried, and that makes me worried. And
I mean, he was anxious and worried when we were on stage. I mean, knowing that they had weapons and were trying to fight each other,
I know, and I regret that I put him through that. I didn't think about it that way in the moment. I just thought it was going to be a good way to present us finally, I guess.
Freya's gonna put her hand on your shoulder. I mean, you did amazing. And you didn't exactly know that it's gonna happen. It's not your fault.
Yes, but I know he didn't want me to do that, and I still insisted. Which is fine, as I said, can't take it back now, right? So,
I mean,
That's
you attracted attention, good attention. I mean, at least you did something for our house tonight.
it's she kind of looks at Freya and says, well, yes, of course. I mean, he's been telling us to find. It sounds so fucking bad. he's been telling us to. I mean, he's not really been telling us, but like he's been hinting that maybe we should, you know, move on. And I know he hasn't insisted either with me or with you, but I also think that it's time to start knowing where the people around us are, and that's not going to happen by just, as she like takes Freya's hand, by just keeping to ourselves and not talking to people.
I'm aware of that. I mean, I'm just. I'm used to reading and maybe watching someone, like theaters, etc. But talking to someone, I mean, I can talk to people, but not those higher ups. Or maybe, yes, I mean, they might be my future husband. And I don't want to fuck up.
I mean, of course, but there's no need to talk about just even small talk, even just asking about their interests. It's just getting to know people. Maybe that way you will find someone who clicks.
I mean, it's worth a try, yes. But I definitely have practice.
It's fine. It's not like any of us get good overnight. It's gonna take a bit, but well, the effort counts.
Yeah. I definitely have to work on my social skills. Definitely have to.
Chat is distracting me so fucking bad, my god. Yeah, let's go inside maybe.
I'm glad you're safe.
And I'm glad you're safe. As she links her arm with Freya. I am not so sure what happened with Naira tonight, but I was worried there for a second.
Yeah. It doesn't happen that often that she's going with father. Somewhere. Yeah.
Astrid will want to join for cake actually, so I guess they're kind of just walking back inside.
Everyone's eating
Come in.
cake.
Well,
Yes.
we have
What are
a
you so
present
upset about?
cake.
Helps
Now
the
suddenly the
nerves.
cake is poisoned.
We all died.
Did you taste that for the? Oh, oops!
You walk in, all three of us are dead on the couch.
Let me just spend that 2 threat I have. Oh, bye bye, 3 advisors.
Didn't you spend the thread? Or are you on like the wrist from the chick?
He's just back with us.
Okay.
We have pieces of cake. Brienne would cut a slice for.
So you walk in on the 3 of them, having like frothing at the mouth. It's fine. It's okay.
They're like, we could do this. Like,
You're like, wait, is it Naira a poison specialist?
Damn, they got her.
She's
so
been the
much money
assassin
down.
all along.
so much wealth down the drain. So much money.
But no, yeah, you leave Damocles outside alone as you head back inside.
Go ahead, Red.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. I was just gonna greet you. The ladies of the hour. She just will hand you a cake.
Enrico will raise a greeting fork from while his mouth is full.
Razor caked.
I will raise a mouth.
Astrid very happily accepts and turns towards Naira and says, "Is everything all right? Father came to get you, and well, there's only, I imagine, a few reasons he would come specifically for you. So
Yes. There was a bit of an incident, and Naira will kind of look at Rian.
Oof. Yes, that's a
um,
delicate way of putting it. Yes.
and somebody needed some medical attention quickly.
no, are they okay?"
He is. He's okay. The situation has been handled. Um, Again, looking at Rian, like, should I give more information about this?
Oof. Rian will leave that Damocles, but she would say negative for right now.
Yeah, later, a later date. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling too. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything is okay. It's been handled. And their personal physician has taken over.
Okay. Astrid like looks a bit at you, but like doesn't question it, I guess, and says, "Well, you are efficient as always, Naira. Good thing Father thought about hiring such a skilled individual."
I'm glad he did. I know I'm the newest member of the house, but I do feel welcome here.
I'm not sure anyone informed either of us of whatever the fuck happened.
No,
So-
nobody. I think for now.
Mm-mm.
Nice. And we are just happily eating cake,
Yeah,
Yes,
thinking
yes.
and
about
that's what we
Blissful ignorance. Don't worry.
But- that's not the
let the
Damocles.
happiness last for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Enrico's watching for the hunter seekers. He like fucking eye scanning the room the entire time. Like, it's not your job.
So how was the rest of the night since I was so abruptly taken from the party?
Well, good. We talked to a couple people, right, Freya?
She left for a second. She's on blue screen.
Freya's T-posing.
Socially side.
Oh,
Now it's back to
He's returned.
reality.
What did just happen?
Naira asked about how the night went for us, and Astrid said that well, it went good. We talked to a couple of people, right, Freya? As she looks towards you.
And we talked to them, yes.
Oh, that's good. Naira and Enrico were telling me that there has been a bit of an interest in Lord Flavius for you, Astrid.
She kind of looks a bit not awkward, but like surprised. Also says, "Yes, I didn't expect that. It's not like we had any chance to actually talk. But apparently so. After Father met with Lord Draco, I guess he told Father something, and Father did let me know." She does look like a bit awkward at this end, starts drinking from her wine. I honestly don't really know what to think about it. But well, he seemed nice enough.
Ah. And any thoughts, any further thoughts about either Lord Flavius or Lord Skylax?
What thoughts would I have about Lord Silex?
Well, he was also on stage with you. I didn't know. I left Sally before I had a chance to see if anything went further, but did he
He-
give any thoughts for his creativity liberties?
actually looks like a bit pissed and says, "I'm not really sure what his goal was there, but that did look like a declaration of war to me.
Petty rivalry. War is a bit much, but he is trying to provoke an incident.
So Alex started it.
It seems so.
Yes, that was. I mean, even here, he kind of wanted to instigate something as Lord Flavius is not the calmest of souls.
But he did seem more hesitant.
Yeah,
And,
pulling a sword here is a bit on would be a bit on the nose.
and I assume as well, since Lord Skylax is actually a much same as Enrico, a distinguished sword fighter. Combat is not my forte, but I assume there would be a vast difference between his skills and Lord Flavius.
Yes, in a fight 1v1, Silex would have beaten Flavius with relative. I can say with
And
probably.
and did that play not call for the fact that the person Lord Flavius is playing was the victor, the winner?
It
Correct?
seems it was intentional.
I want to ask, do we know who the Lord Flavius' house was supposed to be fighting against? Who was the house that they had conquered?
There was no house. It was mostly like a
Rebels,
rebel
yeah.
faction on the
Just rebel
planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can-
okay.
I can see, you know, those CK3 uprisings, like those fucking like the anarchist flag.
Okay,
those
that is It doesn't look good to have the anarchs. That's what he was planning to do, of course, to have the anarchs
Yeah,
win over.
no, no, they were not
No,
anarchists.
No, I'm saying
historically the White Serpents won.
yeah, but I'm saying for Rion, she's thinking like there is a declaration saying if that is what Skylax is doing, like to have the anarch side, air quotes, beats the House Draco side essentially. There's a declaration doing that as well.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a declaration of war. It would have just been very
Yeah.
humiliating for House
Embarrassing.
It wouldn't
Yeah.
have looked good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would not have looked good. That's what Marina's thinking. Like that's in poor taste, if nothing else. You acted admirably, Astrid, and handled it very well. I did get a chance to say that you did exceedingly beyond expectations for such a situation.
Well, it was very surprising. As she looks at Naira and says, I just turned around and Naira was gesturing for me from backstage. That was so funny though.
I'm glad you found humor in it.
Just imagine Astrid on the stage as she side eyes the backstage and sees Naira making smoke signals.
She's dancing letters.
I was
And
hoping to give you a little bit of a heads up that something was going to go not to plan.
No, you did. You did. The moment I saw them about to step up, I knew something was wrong. Didn't exactly understand what until Silex completely disregarded the script and went immediately to accuse Lord Flavius and, well, try to instigate him. I think that was pretty clear to see for anyone attending the play. So, well, I just, did what I'm good at and pretended it wasn't happening. And, well, the show must go on. And it did. So, well, it was all thanks to Lord Flavius, who decided not to give in to
Escalate.
the bait, I guess.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
like, are you purposely humbling yourself right now?
Yeah. And Rico will point up. No, I feel like you also play a big part. You definitely calmed his beast, which probably also impressed him.
Shut the fuck up.
oh, that's good. And you, Lady Freya, what was? I know the party was happening, as the kids say.
Yeah. I mean, while the whole show was going on, I tried to calm down my father. He was anxious. And
No,
I
that's
am worried
understandable.
for him. I'm absolutely worried for him. I mean, he doesn't look good.
If Naira looks at Damocles like out on the balcony right now, like can she read his body language to see if he's actually relaxing out there or if he's like spiraling?
He is unwinding, but more or less he's probably like thinking about different things. It doesn't look like he is depressive right now. It just looks like
Okay.
he is definitely stressed out.
He's stewing. Yeah. Oh, I really need to work with him on some relaxation exercises or something.
And Freya, what if any attempts of friendship? Have you met someone who caught your eye at the very least, or anything of interest when you apparently went to the after party that you? I assume Damocles told Rian that they got the invite from House Draco. Is that all right to assume? We're gonna go
What?
with yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
What? Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
if
Mhm.
somebody told you here, yes, so
yeah. Didn't Rico say that? Yeah, like
I think
5
so.
minutes ago. Yeah,
Okay, thank you. This invitation you were getting, did you get a chance to speak with anyone that caught your eye, Lady Freya? Any friendships may prosper some growth?
I mean, there was one man, but turns out he may be seeing someone else.
Ah, I see. Well,
Yes.
there's always the chance, and as they say, there is always more flowers in the seabed.
Astrid does
Right, yeah,
turn
that's the
around
saying.
and says, well, does it matter that he's seeing someone else? They're not married. If you like him, there's still a chance.
we're just talking. They were literally just talking. You're acting like they were like kissing on the balcony. They were just talking. She was laughing. That was it. He wasn't even.
So I agree.
That
That's
is
what it
very
felt like to
true.
Freya, okay.
yeah. We don't say.
Yeah.
Let's never say never. Losing a battle doesn't mean you lose the war.
I mean, I could have handled the situation much better, yes. But she looked stunning, and I thought I wouldn't have a chance. So I just went away, and it was a dumb decision. And now I think I fucked it up. So
No, listen. Nothing is over. Just stop it. You're.
Don't worry.
She's stunning and you're not stunning. Oh, you are my sister. Of course you're stunning. I mean, we came from the same blood, right? And look at me.
you are awesome and stunning.
And so are you. I think we don't just need to work on the communication, Freya. We need to work a bit on the self-esteem. How about that? We can't have you go thinking you're worse than any other person around.
We believe in you, Freya. Don't be disheartened. This is really funny, guys. I just picture this as all us just like you heard girl rice right now.
Yes,
And
yes,
Rico is like,
yes.
yeah, we
Girls
got
in
this.
Enrico.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We're all psyching Freya up right now.
I mean, I am definitely gonna work on my communication skills. I mean, if you want to help, I would be glad. Because I'm not used to it,
It's what
and
we're
I
here
want
for.
to make this work.
Of course, I want to help. You know, I'm always going to be here to help you in any way I can.
She's gonna hug you.
Oh.
Thanks, Ulysses.
Always. And yeah, I guess I do deserve a second slice of cake as she cuts herself another. And I guess that's how the evening goes.
Yes.
Freya
Cakes
does
and
not say.
sweets.
Oh. Giving up.
Cake and wine. What else do you need?
Yeah, winding down. You guys know.
That the night will end as you all head to your personal quarters and their adjacent rooms. Let's see. Who do I fling this shit on?
Oh no.
Naira, as you enter your
Oh.
room, you realize the window is slightly open. Shouldn't be. Like, no, these windows aren't just left randomly open.
I mean, I'm gonna go close it and make sure that there's nothing in this room.
As you go to close it, you realize there's a note kind of like stuck on the outside.
On the outside?
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
like glued over.
What does the note say?
As you pick it up and read it, it just says, "Watch your back."
Wonderful. That's great.
Yeah. Don't you feel
okay,
glad
yeah.
I chose you?
I'll- I will take the note, close the window, and try and not think about that feels like a threat.
I don't think it feels like a threat. I think it is a threat.
I'm sure there's
No, feels like a threat.
There's a counter we go through. We can sleep.
It's just a friendly neighborhood, note lever of doors and windows.
Just a little prank, you know.
I mean, you
Yeah,
literally did
right.
prevent an assassination earlier tonight, so.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You
I
might- you
understand
might-
this. I understand.
It is a prank, bro.
Just a prank,
Like,
bro.
twice. I prevented it twice in one night.
Yeah, someone's fucking thieving.
Okay, yeah, but
Chad.
nothing seems off about the room, other than the note.
No, you don't
What's-
look around, there's nothing.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm gonna try and go to sleep.
Well, early next morning. Anyone have any plans? Anything you want to do?
Being close to the house, making sure Damocles doesn't die from a heart attack.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's
I need to-
It's only like a,
I'm worried about his heart. I'm
only
not
a
gonna lie.
couple of like glasses, maybe like a bottle or two. It's fine. Listen, it's okay.
Is that what he tells us, Grunt? It's fine, guys. It's okay. Don't worry about me. It's just a few bottles.
Look, a glass of wine at night can be good for your health. A bottle, maybe not so much.
Yes, but if it's like
That's-
enough bottles, it's like pushing the clock all the way around. Like you come back out top on the end.
Isn't that how that works? It's okay. He's training himself
Listen,
for poisons.
This is
That's what it
We
is.
have a word, like we have a saying in Romania, which basically boils down to the rough translation is you use the nail to get out another nail. So it's fine. No, it's exactly how it works.
It's like you get two fish hooks stuck in your thumb.
So yeah, no. In the early morning, Damocles will eat like breakfast. I'm not sure if anyone will knock at his own personal room.
No, Enrico will just stand vigil.
Well, Enrico,
mean,
you're kind of like, yeah, it's
As the bodyguard, you know.
I will, I guess. I do want to check on him since he was drinking and sad last night.
so yeah, you. Well, actually, no. Let's convey a house breakfast as everyone. He looks a bit more freshened up. The alcohol smell has been washed away.
He had a cold shower.
Yeah. And see.
Oh, actually, can I pull Enrico aside before, like,
Yes.
as we're going into breakfast, and I will hand him the note. I had this left on the windowsill last night.
Someone's not happy about the survival of yours.
Apparently not.
I'll be keeping an eye out around you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Do avoid, going to, dark places. The usual.
Right. I will make sure that I don't frequent my normal dark places.
Yeah.
But yeah. I will then join breakfast.
And Rico will be on a vigil, even more vigilant.
We need to check Enrico's heart. He's gonna have an anxiety attack.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna have an anxiety attack. No, I'll just be like, a bit paranoid, slightly. Not too paranoid.
I mean,
but, yeah.
you literally can't be ambushed, so yeah, no, that kind of fits. As room service would bring some breakfast and eventually leaving you all alone. Damocles says, I've received word in the morning that Lord Orpheus is doing much better. So I'll probably have to go meet with him, see what he wanted to talk with me about.
I'm glad to hear he's okay.
Yes, I will make sure that your services are properly compensated.
Do you wish to go with this meeting alone, my lord?
I mean, I don't see any reason why not to. He looks a bit confused.
Rian was. I wanted to be sure if you wanted a chance, if you thought it'd be best if I would be there. No offense, of course. Or if that is not the case, I will refrain.
Oh no, you can join. I don't mind. There's nothing else to occupy your time. I was just gonna suggest you all take the day off, relax a bit.
I'm sure Nairo's relaxed right now.
I was gonna say Naira looks at Enrico.
Yeah, Nairo and Rico just look at each other. I guess he says that.
The city has plenty of fine establishments we can visit. There's an entire district dedicated to small bars of where artists perform different shows, much smaller scale, but still has quite a lot of personality. I would, and he kind of like looks at Astrid and Freya and says, "I would hope you will refrain from going to the Sirenum, because that would make me quite happy." And
Refrain to go where? Oh, okay, sorry.
That's basically the district. That's basically like a red light district of sorts, where there's like a lot of drugs, alcohol, prostitutions, just all over the place, right? It's the place people go to have fun.
I think exploring the city is a wonderful idea.
Oh, Father, that place, you know us. You know it's not for us. We're
No, I'm not gonna force you, but it will just make me happy to know that. Well, it's not the safest place right now, especially with the recent ongoing events.
of course.
We keep out of it.
Well, I think Freya and I have some girl talk to do, so that's going to be a good day off for us, Father.
I'll also do give a thought to. No, what? No, never mind. You do go and enjoy your day.
I know what he was going to say. She says, "Yes, Father, of course."
Enrico, do not lose sight of them.
Yeah, Enrico just nods. Of course. Not a scratch.
And we'll finish eating and take his leave. called, accompanied by Rianne, to go meet Theos. Are there any conversations you four would like to have?
Oh,
So any plans
actually,
for today?
yes, because father said Theos feels better, so I shall
Oh,
go
yeah.
meet with him.
I suppose now is a good time to bring that up.
She
Yeah.
doesn't look like salty or anything. I mean, she trusts Naira and Brienne. So she says, "Well, I guess it was Lord Theus who got hurt last night. That means what you did is even more commendable. I'm really glad he's feeling better."
Yes, I should let you know. I wanted you guys to relax a bit last night, but there were 2 attempts on his life last night. The first, handled by Rianne, but I neutralized the poison. And then another by a hunter seeker.
A hunter
Someone-
seeker.
Someone really wants him dead.
Mm-hmm. But I'm very glad to hear that he is okay.
I see. Well, I guess we do need to be more careful ourselves.
Still enjoy your day out in the city today, but I do think it's important to know that it's quite dangerous.
Any suspects who might have done it?
It's not my job or place to say.
Yeah, but it's a bit early right now. It could be whoever. Yeah.
Okay.
I did what I could in the moment, and that's all I can do.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Hopefully they'll handle it themselves from, and maybe we shall not get too involved into this entanglement.
Alright, let's hope not.
In any case, any idea where you two will go? You do have a day to spend,
Well, she looks at Freya and says, I was thinking maybe we could spend some time together, chat, maybe think about what to do next, and, well, I guess work a bit on this, as she points to literally the whole Freya.
I
And
guess that
like tweaks a strand of hair behind her ear and says, like, you are a beautiful sister, but like we need to show it off.
I mean it sounds like a plan.
I feel like that's a bit harsh. Miss Freya here has her own qualities that shine in a different way than yours.
I mean they're not useful when I want to talk to people though.
Fair enough, we can work on the confidence.
Yeah.
Oh well, I wasn't saying she wasn't. I'm just saying she needs to feel good about herself, first of all.
That's somewhere we can start, yes. I mean, we can also do some practical stuff. I mean, we have the town for us. I mean, we can go around, practice, I guess.
Practice talking to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, whatever will make you feel better. I'll be right there with you.
Glad. Very glad, yeah. somewhere you want to go, Astrid? Somewhere specific you want to see?
Well, I guess we can do what I usually do. So, I mean, we do have to run some commissions in the city, I imagine. I guess I will show you how I do it. I just go talk around, check up on some of the locals. You know, people usually have a lot to say about their worries, about what's happening, about what's good, what's not so good, and sometimes that can be very important. And just need to listen and maybe say something in return. See that their worries are important and they will like you. It's I don't I've never really thought about how to explain this. I'm sorry. I guess I will just show you. It's just a matter of showing interest, really.
I will give it my best try.
And that's the best we can do, right? She looks at her advisors. Like, guys, I am definitely like a noble. I know what I'm doing. Like, trust me.
Yes, Enrico is for communicate. Yes, he will assist you.
And Naira will just smile and say, I think those are a wonderful idea.
I guess let's get started.
Don't be worried. It's really just a matter of getting comfortable. I
Yeah,
know
that's
you
gonna be the
like your
problem, but
food.
What's
yes.
the actual plan though? Because
I'm assuming we're going to go out to where like the concerts theater area is in the
Okay.
city.
I'm just
Is that
practice
it?
small talk.
Yeah.
just have fun, basically.
Exposure therapy with Freya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exposure therapy.
we all walk together. Now we're in Enrico will stand over more support from the sidelines.
Oh, yeah. Well, meanwhile, Rianne, you follow Damocles as he's like walking down the hallways to the hotel and says, so I will ask you now, how do you think everyone else is handling recent events?
They are anxious in word and wish to not fail you, as most children do. They seem to have Lady Astrid has opinions about Lord Skyrax, which
Does
are
not
understandable.
surprise me. I think everyone has opinions about that man.
Other than that, they wish not to fail their father.
Kind of like, there's like a half smile and just shakes his head. They should worry about more about themselves.
Isn't that the way of those people who love you? To always worry about each other?
I suppose you're right. Which is why after this meeting, I will give you the day to yourself.
Are you sure, sir? Work is not something I mind doing.
I know, but some things have to be handled personally.
Very well, my lord, I will not argue. Though, as always, if you need me, please do not hesitate. Once this is all over, of course.
As you eventually get to Theos's room, there's like two guards outside, and once they see Damocles, they like just slightly bow and they will open the door. As the two of you walk in, and you see Theos, he looks better. Still looks very tired, but he's kind of like standing and well, won't have been if there wasn't a lot of interventions last night. And as he sees the two of you, he does like a polite nod. Says, welcome, welcome. Must excuse my state you can find me in, but I won't bother you too long. Damocles just shakes his head, says, "There's no worry, my lord. I believe you wish to discuss some political matters with me." Theos nods and says, "Well, I will try to be as brief as possible. There have been talks of political marriages. Your house is very new to these sorts of games, and well, the easiest way to build alliances is through marriage, as well as you're aware of. And I would rather you deal with one of the houses I I personally trust more, rather than picking at random or based on other criteria. As such, I have been talking on your behalf with Lord Alkindis. You have 2 daughters. I think it's a good opportunity. As Damocles nods and says, well, they've been talking last night as well, so I believe there might be a possibility there. But it will, at the end of the day, it will be up to them to make the choice. Theos kind of like chuckles a bit and says, it's one way to do politics, I guess. But don't wait too long. The upcoming months will be critical. As, well, I have been talking with Lady Ruvinum. And I do believe, as I will inform my other vassals, that I will soon marry her daughter. Damocles just nods. If there's anything I can assist you, my lord, let me know. And Theos just says, I think your people, and he like glances at you, Rian, have assisted me well enough up until this point, as he like goes to the table and just takes out like a scroll of sorts and hands it to Damocles and says, compensations for both of their exceptional work last night. And Damocles just nods and says, no reward was expected, my lord. Just merely doing our duty. And as I do hate talking to myself, unless Rian wants to ask any questions, I will just say they exchange a couple more pleasantries.
No, you're good. Rihanna would just stay back and watch as her place,
Yeah.
but she's absorbing this information to talk with him.
Yeah,
another time.
basically the gist of the situation is that they discuss a couple of possible political marriages. Mostly, it seems that there's a plan for one of the daughters of House Ruvinium to marry Theos himself, and that would mean like a political marriage between House Orpheus and House Ruvinium, the two out of the 3 minor houses of the planet, which probably is gonna mean big news on the political stage. Solidifying a lot of alliances, maybe making a few people angry, but such is politics. And yes, basically Theos is pushing for Alkindus and Iros to unite through marriage.
Gotcha.
Then after that, you will take your leave. As Damocles hands you the scroll with basically like a sort of like a credit, right?
Yeah.
Use it to exchange it to gain money or resources.
Very well. It should be used for the house.
Yeah, that's one into the house wealth. Unless
Yay.
Naira
Nice.
wants to take it for herself.
No.
That's
Fucking
the
even
salt.
more greedy.
That's the
Talking about me
salt
like I'm
grunt.
so fucking greedy.
That
That's
is
the
like,
salt grunt right there.
it's like
All of her wages are going straight to her school loans.
Yeah.
I assume we are alone now. Grunt, is that
Yeah,
correct to
you
say?
have left the room.
My lord, do we wish to speak of what just happened? Or shall I hold off for later?
Feel free to speak your mind.
I will say, firstly, that I do agree with Lord Theos. House Achilles is the safer option for, well, whichever daughter you who wishes for. It would be less of a hassle to get involved with the political turmoil that may be coming out. I'm not even too sure between Flavius and Lord Silarex. Release, but I want to ask: have you had anything misgivings or any thoughts as well about this matters?
I would rather not get myself entangled with a major house, but if I do, I have to commit to it. So that will be ultimately up to Astrid, as she did make a very good impression. But if she doesn't wish to pursue that angle, I'm not going to pressure her into doing so.
If I may, Lord, is it all right for me to inquire about your discussions with Lord Draco?
Hmm?
She's asking about the Hash Draco because she knows that.
Oh, yeah, they talked about a bit. He nods and says, well, it was mostly regarding a potential marriage between the two.
Between two what?
Between Astrid and Flavius.
I see. That would be quite a predicament in that regard as well. Are you planning to tell either of one of them?
No. They
May I
must
ask as to why?
they must make the choice themselves. Lord Marcus is not a man of politics, so he has no interest in strengthening his house through political marriage, which is the reason why his son has been left unbetrothed for so long.
I see. And I assume it would be best for me. You do not wish me to repeat what I've learned back to either one.
Well, I'll leave that up to you if you feel that they need to know. I personally think that the less I involve myself with them, that more they get to make their own choices.
Very well then. Though it may not matter, it seems that machinations are moving beyond our control at the very least, but I will take that into account, my lord. Thank you for trusting me with that information.
I trust you with all the information, so don't hesitate to ask.
Very well, my lord. Is there anything else that you need of me?
No, I believe the next discussion I must make on my own.
Very well. Take care of yourself, Lord Damocles. Do put some thought into your own happiness as well, if you would.
He nods. Right now, he looks very sad but determined.
Oh. Rian would bow graciously and take her leave. A little worried about Damocles, but trusting that he knows what he's doing.
Well, that's up to you. trust me with
Look,
this
she would.
or insight? That's
She.
up to you.
I kind of want to insight. I really want to insight him, Grunt.
Give me an understand roll, or maybe communicate. Up to you.
Okay, go 1 second. I think it's alright if I say communication because that's
Mhm.
something that she's good at. And I would. Can I put this under duty because it is for the house,
Yes.
at least in that regard? And
To difficulty. I need someone. I need to ask this for someone to
Hmm?
check in the book. So you can use determination only when your statement for your drive matches the action.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah, that's
Sting said to me last time?
that's
Mhm.
all. That's also what I kind of said. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a double checking because I haven't been like paying that much attention to it. I'll
I
keep
can
that.
add that to our cheat sheet.
Yeah,
If you want,
I'll
you can just we could just retcon and just say fuck that rule.
no, because it feels like it makes the statement more important.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
like
that's what I meant.
determination, like very very powerful. So I just need to make sure I understand that for the future.
Yeah, basically it needs to fit the house statement. Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah,
it'll be a
well,
difficulty too. Oh, there we go. Um. So are you like trying to? What are you trying to gain here? What sort of information?
I think from her talks with Damocles and the way he looks, she's trying to determine what exactly he is. This quest, he feels like he must go on alone. Does he? Like it seems like it's a big deal of self-sacrifice right now. She's trying to determine exactly like how much of himself he's giving
It's
up here.
clearly something that he wants to keep secretive because otherwise he would bring you along. You've rarely seen him this. This is a combination of sadness and determination you haven't seen since his wife's death.
Ooh, okay. Rianne would like. There's a moment where she's like gonna not. She's like probably gonna leave, but she like stops. My lord, I do not wish to overstep here, but I want to state very well that I am not just here because it is a duty and a job. It is something I feel strongly about, and I do wish to see your family succeed in all forms and wedding. And I do care that see that you are a friend, and I wish to see you happy. So I will ask, is there something you wish to talk to about to unload, or I fear that you are about to do something very detriment to yourself right here?
It's been some time since Ashild's death, and well, let's just say that what I'm about to do next, I feel will taint that memory. But at what point do you stop wallowing in self-pity and do something to help your family?
My lord, are you thinking of taking another wife?
There is like a very subtle nod. He's clearly not in the best mindset for this, but yeah.
I understand this choice you made, but I feel like you are doing a bit of a disservice to your daughters in this regard, and to yourself as well. You say
Explain.
you love them and you believe that they are a strong force, but you seem to already have given up any chances of them succeeding in this task that you have
I
laid before
just
not only themselves but yourself.
want to.
How would your daughters feel if
If
they found out their
I
father?
if I ask them to marry someone they hate, them into something that will make their lives harder, for what? For power, for influence. It's not something I wish for them. As for me, I've already experienced love. I'm not losing on anything right now.
My lord, how would your daughters feel once they found out you made this choice? Oh, this is. I
Hence
cannot
the
say what
request for
family.
secrecy. Discretion.
I am going to.
You
No, I'm going
understand
to.
our precarious position right now. I need to make this plan, ensure that nothing bad will happen to us, and keep them safe.
How do you not know that the love will not bloom between Lady Ashford and Flavia? She's already stated some interest in the young man, and Freya has also spoken of interest in another as well.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow and says, "Well, do you explain?"
Flavius has made a move, I guess is the right words, with Astrid, and she seems to, at least from her talk, admire him to a certain degree as well. And Freya has spoken shyly of her attempts to better herself in social aspects for a young man. I believe Gregor was his name.
Ah, Lord Vodnik.
Yes. She seems determined to go beyond herself to reach out for him, at the very least.
Then I hope that they'll proceed with their ongoings while I'll proceed with mine. It's not like I am going to the slaughterhouse, Rianne. This is merely plan B.
My lord, by your eyes alone, it looks like you are going to the slaughterhouse.
It's just, I feel like I'm betraying her memory. So.
My lord.
But no, I need
that
no. I realized last night that if she were here, she would say, "Stop caring for the dead and care for the living."
And what if Lady Astrid goes with Flavius? Then would this marriage be in jeopardy because of that?
No, it will not affect any sort of. I'm making sure that the next person I'm talking to won't impact any dealings. I would rather let Astrid and Freya grow naturally into their own positions and roles. Maybe they don't even want anything to do with this life. If they just want to pursue their own personal goals, I would still be happy to offer them that.
Admiral, my lord, as always. And do you insist to do this alone?
Yes.
Who is this possible future lady of House Kairos that we must be aware of?
That wouldn't be a secret anymore, would it? As he half smiles.
Very well, my lord. I do hope you take to heart that your daughters are more strong than you think. That you have a little bit more faith in them at the very least.
I have all the faith in them. But I know how cruel the world of politics is and how ruthless things can get. And rather than seeing any of them marry someone like Silex, I would rather do it myself.
I disagree, my lord, but I will trust in your judgment, though. Please do be careful. And do guard your heart more, please.
He nods.
Rian is a bit unhappy, but she will bow and make her leave.
And you
Go to
walk away.
Gonna send out to the group text where everyone's at.
Get to the comm network.
They are basically preparing themselves to leave and have a wonderful day at exploring the city's artistical district.
I'm here to ruin it. It's gonna be fine.
What do you mean, ruin?
It's okay. Enrico might also, subtly, with the subtlety of a dump truck. We'll push them towards, for the greater good.
Push them towards the greater good.
Plot advancement.
I will have to
I
tell
will
it.
say this, Rian, as you
Mhm.
walk away, kind of like take a couple of turns on the hallways. I will just.
Mhm.
So, do I spend threat or no? Yeah, I spend threat, right?
What? Why?
Spawning Drago, make Dragomir.
You do see Drago walk, kind of like on the other, on like a different path. Just catch a glimpse of him.
I don't think he sees Rianne at all, does he?
No,
God damn it. He's going a different direction.
yeah. Seemingly to. Well, I was gonna say like the hotel has plenty of wings. I don't think you're like that familiar with it, but yeah,
I don't think she'll have time to catch up with him and ask him any questions, sadly.
that's up to you if you wanna go and approach him. You certainly could, but fine. Sure, he's on important business. Wanna disturb him?
I think she would try to catch him if she can. I don't think she has enough move for that, though, sadly.
He is literally just walking away. You can catch up to him.
Oh, okay. Right, I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions
You
here.
can catch him. Do you approach him?
Yeah, because she needs to ask where the fuck he went.
How you just like shout after him? Do like
No, she would go basically if she can
Yeah.
and basically say Sir Drago, basically. Good evening, Sir Drago.
like stops and turns around, looks at you. Is a good day?
I apologize for interrupting your walk, but I just had a small inquiry about where, well, at all the hullaboo last time, you didn't get a chance to stay and chat and discuss your side of the story.
Yes, of course.
Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, you know how it is with duty. When it calls to you. I was quite in a hurry. Can we have this discussion at a later date, maybe later tonight?
Ugh, I'm gonna insight him.
Yes. Give me. Where was it? It's an understand roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna need successes for this. No, actually, I'm gonna need 3 successes.
Ooh. Can I use my duty in this regard? Because I feel like it's a
Yep.
duty of my house. What's going on?
Yep. Remember, you can also buy dice by buying threat, basically, to add more dice.
And I think I want to make sure I understand this before I say it. Okay, I want Can I use my unquestionable loyalty? It's basically the start of each adventure. I get an additional determination, but I can only use it when it's in direct service of my house. Would I consider that direct service of my house?
It's fine.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll. And I did use my determination, so I think that's a 3 in all regards.
That's true. Yeah, because you got that's a bit a crit.
Mm.
You should have just clicked the use determination box.
It wouldn't let me click it when I did it, so I was
Yes,
just like,
because fine, I'm just gonna input it right now.
okay.
Because it basically, when you have the token start out, doesn't put 1 by default. Yeah. What exactly are you trying to insight before I just hit you with everything?
I think she's trying to insight to see if he's kind of lying, or I assume he is.
There is something so awful about him right now, something so offsetting. He looks confused, he looks disoriented, he looks like he wants to get out of this conversation. In fact, Rian, he looks like he doesn't even know who you are exactly.
I see that you are a little unwell. Forgive me. I will bid you good day. I take some rest for yourself, my lord. She will take a step back.
He nods and turns around and walks off.
Rihanna looked a little concerned for him for a second before shaking her head and trying to make her back towards the group. She would calm, I assume, Enrico, because I assume he's with them.
Yes.
Sir Enrico, are you... Is Astrid and Freya, Lady Astrid and Freya, and there are others with you?
Of course.
Ah.
And what's your order?
I assume you are out in town I would like to meet you all if I have a chance.
Of course, we're right now. We're right now at one of the stages.
I'll be there shortly.
Is something the matter? Something the matter?
Oh no, I have been given leave to enjoy myself, and I wish to see how you all are doing. Free time is not something I do often.
Yes, we do gotta enjoy it. Very well. See you soon. See you in a bit.
Will do.
Do you go to meet up with them in town?
Yeah, I assume they've already left.
Yeah.
I give her the information where we are heading, basically, like the fucking address, whatever.
So yeah, no, you headed out in town. You took a transport shuttle that left you the bustling streets of the... What did I name the district? I think
Is some I forgot the name. You did name it something.
It's the Laughing
District.
Mouse. This is what the area is called. As there's plenty of like small theaters, bars that house like puppet shows, shadow plays, improv acting, comedy, drama, everything you can like imagine. Painting, sculpting. As you just walk through the streets. Is there anything particular you're interested in?
Well, I think the plan was to kind of go and chat a bit around. So maybe we can stop at the... Oh shit, I don't know how the fuck Dune works, but like I imagine there's places like cafes or
Yeah.
something to like chill for a bit, chat with like a barista or something like that.
There are bars that you can attend. You just want to have like a cup of coffee somewhere.
Yeah, I think we're basically just chilling and
You head out to
making
this very like quaint
Freya.
little bar. It's half on the water as you see the kind of like the lake waves underneath the kind of glass floor, see through. As you all sit down at the table, and the waitress will bring you plenty of refreshments.
Well, do you want to get something? As she also looks to Enrico and Naira, who... Is Naira with us?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Good. I think we all deserve a bit of time off.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Have a nice little refreshing drink.
I think it would be good for everybody's mood. But speaking of moods, Brienne, how did Damocles look?
Is Rian? I think Rian...
Oh,
Is
I'm
she not here
sorry.
yet?
I didn't know I was here. I apologize. Am I here in the scene?
Yeah, you can be if they don't want to talk anything about with before you arrive.
We'll probably just do small talk or whatever. Yeah, we're gonna grab the coffee or something.
For the sake of not repeating ourselves.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Rihanna would lovely. As she takes a seat with the others, I assume as well.
Mhm.
I'm sorry to interrupt this relaxing time, but I fear that I must speak quickly. Freya, Astrid, how are your feelings on the prospect of your marriage quest, I guess?
Where's gonna raise an eyebrow? Why exactly?
Lord Damocles may be upset with me, but I think this is for the best. Your father is making arrangements to hopefully ensure your happiness, but at the cost of his own. That's what I fear. Something that I think is in disservice of both of you at the regards.
Making arrangements.
Yes, for himself.
Astrid looks so fucking sad at that.
I am sorry to say, but and Lord Damocles wished for me not to speak much of what's the situation, but I feel like you at least have to, you deserve to know at least something in that regard. He wants you to have the option to more freedom and to make your own choices in the regards of the heart. But I will say this now: as two heirs, or sorry, at the very least, as an heir of a noble house, no matter how small, love is a luxury very few can afford, especially for the situation we find ourselves in. And it looks like there has been suitors that have been brought before him that he wishes to not force upon you, but the opportunity is there for if either one of you wish to take. If you
I
do not,
feel like. Oh, sorry.
no,
finish.
Marianne's just gonna say like, if you do not wish for me to tell you anything more, then I will stop there.
No, I think we are, as she looks to Freya, very glad. And the fact that he never insisted on it is exactly why we find ourselves in this situation. And, well, if that's the case, I guess I did think about it, and let's do it. Yeah.
Freya, and your thoughts?
I mean, I'm giving Greg a second chance. I'm trying to talk to him again.
Well, if nothing else, do you wish for me to name some of these suitors, as she says plainly?
Oh, yes, of course.
Sure, yeah.
House Theos, Lord Theos has inquired to House Alkinda, sorry, who may have possibly wished to push forth their attempts for marriage for either one of you. And it's a house that Lord Orpheus, seems to trust and value through this regard, as he is making his own negotiations. And there is been some talks from Lord Draco about Flavius for Astrid. She's saying this quietly, so not everyone in the dang area.
Yeah,
can
no,
hear them, but
these places are like secured with like jamming devices to prevent spying, and this is the whole spiel, the whole like attraction part of this entire city is that, hey, no one's gonna try and spy on you because we're gonna jam all communications.
Gotcha.
Unless you're like House Orpheus, then maybe we'll spy on you a bit. But they're your friends, so
There are superiors, friends that can do that.
And this information is, coming from House Orpheus.
Yeah, yeah. If nothing else, if whatever choice you make in that regard, Lady Astrid, be careful because it does come with its own heavy load, at the very least. But there you have it.
Well, I can imagine. Did did Father express any inclination towards this? I know he wasn't too happy with me accepting the invitation from Lord Draco.
As of right now, he has shown neither dislike or hatred in that regard, other than the fact he wishes for your safety and to have neither have a house be involved in, well, what's going on with the situation of politics or the ugly side of it. But like I said, as heirs of a house, you don't really get that luxury. And I do think he's right in the sense that it should be a choice that you want, but it still should be, you still deserve to have all the information.
Thank you for telling us.
Yes. Lord Damocles may be a bit upset with me, at the very least, so let's not try to immediately, or at least make the blow not as harsh.
We're just gonna nod.
Of course. Well, we shall not make him worry any more than he already has to. Uh,
Yes, I do feel. Freya, listen, I feel Freya, and I didn't listen to exactly the specifics of the conversation in the theater, but you and the fishman had something going.
I mean, yeah.
Can't let him off the hook, you know.
Enrico, you can't call him the fish man.
I was
Oh.
ready to see if anyone would say something.
What? Yeah, he's
I mean, he's nice, and I guess we're both on the same wavelength when it comes to talking.
a match made in heaven. What did you say?
As I said, I really want to talk to him again. I hope the heir of House Ravenium is not gonna intervene with it, and it's nothing going on between them. But yeah,
Perhaps we'll have a chance to talk to him again before we leave the city.
I hope so. And I'm gonna take every opportunity I can get to meet him.
Well, do you want to try and arrange a meeting as soon as possible?
Show
We can
initiative,
do that.
you know.
You do have the
Strike
day.
fast.
That is true, yes.
Gotta learn practical experience, you know. Talking to people.
I'm imagining all of us like shoving Freya towards a conversation with him, and then we all stand
Yes,
back and just watch.
Very again. I have the delicateness of a warhammer.
Is- I need to keep a list of all the things that subtlety of a bulldozer, delicateness of a warhammer.
Fine, let him go talk to the fish guy.
The fishman.
Fishman.
It's gonna be fine. I believe in us.
Do we know how we would get in contact with him to set up a meeting?
I mean, you can send a message that the houses can communicate to each other.
Mm.
Freya would definitely do that.
That's the plan.
Yes.
You can send a message to Gregor and set up a meeting. Is this gonna be like a social, like come out and hang with us at a local theater, or hey, meet me in my quarters for a meeting? Like what is the message?
A social hang up with just Freya and Gregor.
Along with a chaperone, because we understand the rules.
Her quarters. Hey, wink, wink. Meet me in my
Well, whoever's
quarters.
composing this message, give me a communicator, I guess.
Yeah, okay. This is Freya doesn't have to roll this. So someone else can write the message.
Is it all right if I
Anyone
write?
other than Enrico.
Is it all right?
Brienne, please. Please.
Okay, I will write it. No, just kidding.
I think Naira just takes like a pen out of Enrico's hand.
Is it all right for me to either use duty or faith in this regard, Grunt?
Yeah.
And can I use my focus of negotiation for this? Negotiating a time and a hangout space? Or is that too much?
No.
It would.
This is
If it doesn't
not-
fit, it's fine.
This is not negotiation. This is.
Nah, I
This
gotcha.
would be like persuasion, maybe.
Gotcha.
It's not like someone here has communicate and charm.
I mean, if
no, it's
she,
two
if Brienne wants
successes.
to do it, she can do it.
I
It's fine.
apologize.
No, it's fine.
good.
The min-maxing Civilization 7 mentality.
No, this is quite literally like supposed to be min-maxing, man.
So yeah, no, you do deliver a message. Take a bit for a reply to happen. Is there anything you'd like to do in the meantime, or are you just gonna wait to see what he says? The message is
they
very
have-
eloquently formulated and well written.
Is there a place with crepes and sweets, Grunt? Or music?
Yes, plenty of places.
Then I shall listen to the music while eating a crepe.
Well, eventually a reply would come. And he actually refuses. He declines.
Mission failed.
Ooh. Damn.
Which is kind of weird. He kind of like formulates his. Basically goes along the lines of, I'm feeling ill right now.
Ooh. Oof.
If only someone didn't drop the ball.
I think.
No, this is something else, Rian. This is clearly. It's rather rude, honestly, if anything, on his part.
Ooh. I think gonna. Oof. Before she tells Freya the disappointing news, she would compose a message, basically being kind and not. Basically maneuvering the political side, basically saying like, "Oh, I hope you're feeling better. I'm very sad to hear this, and hope for a chance to talk with you in the future. As I don't think we're gonna be here too long on this part of the city, right? Or not the city, but the city as a whole.
Probably.
I assume we're gonna be
Not gonna be here for too long, but yeah.
and that hopefully, if once he feels better for it, we look for a chance to dine and talk with him. Essentially,
Yeah.
being polite, but the
Yeah.
social dictation.
No, you can definitely do that. But again, this is weird because last night she looked fine.
Mm-hmm. I am sad to say, Lady Freya, it looks like Lord Vodnik will be declining as he has come down with an illness. I'm sure it has to do with the exotic foods here, so I did, of course, reach out to let him know that if he wishes for a later date to meet with, that we will be happy to have him down with us, but it looks like it will not be today.
Thank you, Ryan.
If nothing else, is there someone else you wish to speak with we can try for?
I mean, we still got another suitor. I mean, but it doesn't have to be today.
There is also Lord Achilles, if that's a possibility. She kind of glances at Astrid and the others, essentially. Trying to be gentle about this.
Well, he was the man we were talking with at the party. What did you think about him, Freya?
I mean, he was nice.
I suppose that's something.
Yeah. I mean, I made a bad first impression, but I mean, that could be fixed. I mean, I guess it's worth a try.
Shall we send out a message to Lord Akindus and see if that has better results then?
Well, as this discussion is going on, it's been a couple of hours at this point of you just enjoying the pleasantries that the city of Yorith has to offer. Enrico, your pager goes off as he basically there's an incoming transmission from Lord Damocles himself.
Hello, what is it? What is it, Damocles?
Please tell me you're with them.
Yes, I'm with everyone right now.
Everything's fine. Nothing bad happened. Where are you?
Right now, we are at a nice coffee shop at the.
Well, I'll need medical assistance if possible.
What?
Of course. Nara, we need to go, right?
Yeah, I'll wait for you in my quarters.
What is it, Enrico?
Medical emergency. Damocles called.
Okay. Where is he?
For him?
In his quarters. And...
Back
What
at the hotel.
happened?
I'm going immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Same. Yeah.
I assume the gangs are moving in.
Rian is following.
As you take the shuttle back, as you rush through the hotel's halls, you eventually get to your rooms as you kind of like it's locked, and as you kind of like knock heavily at the door, he'll actually like slide it open and then just let you in. You can see the blood on his clothes and the wound in his side, like there's just like a makeshift bandage on it.
I'm immediately going to start like putting pressure on the wound, get him to like sit down and start treating him. But as I'm doing it, I'd be like, Lord Damocles, please tell me what happened.
Well, we had a bit of an incident, I guess. But I think they thought first time's the charm.
Did like I need more details on this.
Who would? Well,
Did they try to kill Lord Orpheus again?
Yes.
Man, they are persistent. Jesus.
I was I was in the room when it happened. Thankfully, his brother was there and he killed the assailant.
I'm glad to hear it. Is Lord Orpheus all right as well?
Yes. I think I'm the only one who got injured in the aftermath.
This is
Well, then me and the guards that were dead, but
this is highly concerning.
give me a whatever you want to roll for like beating him. Difficulty will be 3.
Oh shit ass. Okay.
Sure. You have a drive statement here.
I do have a drive statement, although I don't know if determination. When does that renew?
I must shield those in my care.
So you get 1 determination at each new session, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have like
Yeah,
1 to always start.
I do. Okay. And I can use my focus as well.
Yep.
We don't have any momentum right now, so
No,
it's
but
just
you
the
can
two.
buy threat.
You're
You're also
Yeah.
scared. Like we're never buying threat, guys. Yeah.
We can we can first let's see if she succeeds maybe. Then if she doesn't, we spend determination. If that isn't enough, we maybe buy
You have
threat.
to, I think. Don't you have to spend determination?
I think as you're about to roll,
Yeah.
you can use it to re-roll anything, but I would rather just get the one.
Ah, okay, so
No!
Oh no. Is this the point where you
no.
buy threat? Roll
Roll the
additional
20
dice?
and a 1.
yeah, you should buy threat.
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna use threat, please.
It's all right.
I'm gonna
now.
generate threat.
You can also get 2 threat to ignore the complication as well. So you can buy a lot of threat and it will just make the situation better.
Yeah, buy 2 threat. That's what we did last
I mean,
time.
this was our ruler. Yeah, I have to, right?
Yes.
So like 1 threat. Oh god. So 1 threat
I'll
will
have
be like
to-
1d20, and then there's like 2 threat for a second d20, right? That's how the
yes.
scaling goes. So how many dice are you buying? 1, 2, 3.
I'll buy 2.
And then do you just take 2 more threat to just ignore the complication? Looks like poison, by the way.
Wonderful.
Oh no.
no.
Another 1.
That's nice, because that's a success.
No, one's good.
That's a crit.
It's a crit.
Oh,
So
Nice.
then the
Yeah.
question is just, do you... I was gonna say, is that another complication? Though, let me double check.
It's depending on how dire the situation is. That is another complication.
Oh my god.
I think it is, honestly.
Well, I'll be nice to you and say if you buy 2 threats to remove the first complication, I'll say the situation is just normal.
Okay.
Doesn't degrade.
Thank you.
But the Dragomir cycle. Dragomir shows up for 2 threat that run paid. Gets a complication from that. We pay 2 threat again so we can show up
But
again later.
I think that's like 1 extra success. So technically you do also gain 1 momentum. So congratulations.
Yay.
You realize it's not just the wound as you start treating him. It seems like it's infected and there's like a virulent agent that just is now coursing through his blood. But thankfully you do recognize the poison as you reach it.
Is it the same?
It is the same poison indeed. And you manage to quickly synthesize the cure for him as you already have the recipe down.
Ooh, okay, well, this is... It looks like it's the same poison that was used on Lord Theos last night. This could have been much worse. I'm glad that you're okay. For the most part.
He nods as well. As you spend some time healing him, making sure he's fine. What are the rest of you doing?
Enrico's on vigil. He has his sword ready. He's looking for any more surprise visits. He is actually looking in the. But where's Lord Orpheus? Is he like in the next room, whatever?
He's in his own quarters, probably.
Probably with guards. Yeah. I'll just be looking outside, waiting for the hunters and Seeker to fly by, or whatever. Yeah, I'll stand vigil.
Like an hour or 2 later, there's a knock at the door.
I will go get the door. I assume Enrique's with keeping
Yeah.
like you're keeping
Yes.
vigil, right? So yeah.
So
Yes,
as,
he's ready. Yeah, I'm ready. If there's
As
something,
you-
something happens.
as you kind of like look through the, like security feed, you see there is a Flavius with a bunch of white serpents.
Where is I assume Naira has moved. Is it alright to assume that Naira has moved Lord Damocles to a more secure room?
What more secure room?
Like his room, not like out in like the
Yeah.
living room area.
I mean,
He's not in the living room.
this was in his room already.
Yeah, in the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, I
that's-
guess he can move him to the bathroom where it's
No, I just want to make sure he's in.
No.
I thought he was in the like the living
It's
room right
fine.
now.
No,
Okay.
he's in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
I assume Astrid, are you in with your dad? Or are you out here?
I'm with my dad, 100%.
Gotcha. I gonna assume. Oh, I assume Freya is with her dad too, but she will
Yeah.
square her. Brianna will square her shoulders and open the door. Lord Flavius, greetings, my lord. It's not the best opportune time. I ask
He looks very stern and says, "Yes, I know. Is your lord doing better?"
He was injured and is being taken care of as we speak. I can deliver any message you wish to, if that's all right.
We're doing a full sweep of the hotel to figure out if there are any assassins. I think we killed most of them by now.
Most of them. How many was there? More than one?
Rico pops behind.
No,
He
no, I thought it was next to the door. I thought.
Yeah, it was, he nods and says, "We found two hunter seeker operators hiding in the hotel, as they took their own lives before we could question them."
Oh,
I was
That's good.
determined.
I want, if you have a moment to spare, we would like to ask you a few questions.
Is she
Rian, is
talking
it?
to-
Yes,
Oh.
he's looking straight at you.
Yes, my lord. I am Rianne. And yes, I will answer any questions that you have, of course.
Would you follow us, please?
Yes, of course.
Bro, no way they're suspecting Rhea.
She will place her hand slightly on Enrico's shoulder for a second to basically convey keep watch over the rest, as she will please pass the information along to my lord, and she will follow them.
Enrico will look very worried after Rianne.
They'll escort you floor lower as they take you into a room. You see, as you can see, you see a bunch of Orpheus guards as well as more white serpents. As you walk into the room, there's the Theos and Marcus himself. As Flavius will bow and take his leave. Warrant. They own you.
They are the military. They are the planetary government.
Yes.
There is no police force in here. There's 12 guards in Enrico. That's the military we have.
As you are left alone in the room with the two of them, he also will stand up and says, "We didn't take you at an inconvenience time, but given the situation, I thought it was best to ask you this question privately."
Of course, yes, my lord. I am here to be of service.
They have a bunch of, there's a file on the table, and he pulls out an image, and as he shows you the image, you recognize Draco, although he looks quite dead.
Oh dear.
Yes. Says, do you know anything about this assailant? I remember you mentioning him in your report.
Yes, he introduced himself as Drago. He told me he was security for the White Serpents. I didn't really question at the time.
Marcus looks very, very upset. We need to figure out who orchestrated this. Lord Orpheus. Not anyone can just hire a face dancer. As Orpheus just nods and says, "We have uncovered some peculiar genetic abnormalities thanks to Lord Charybdis's expertise. And there is a high likelihood that we were dealing at the very least with a face dancer and several more assassins. Seems like a heavily orchestrated hit."
I see.
It
I
was
don't know.
just at the party it was just at the opera showing that you saw him.
No, not just opera show. When I went to speak with Lord Orpheus and the original situation had conspired, he was the one who rescued us and got us out of there into the ship, at the very least, which is peculiar in itself. I did see him on my way to.
This is the confusing part, though. Why would he save us only to kill us, try to kill me later?
I do not understand either, my lord. I did see him on my way. I think it was on the way to see Ashton and others, right? Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it was. I did still inform it, and I wish to actually. I went to go question him about his disappearance and why he seemed so unwilling to come forth if his original position was what it was, but he seemed confused, almost distressed, like he didn't really recognize me. And I thought it'd be best to leave it alone.
Marcus stands up and says, "In any case, I do not own any such security agent in my force. This man is unknown to me, so if you ever see him again, be aware. As for your assassination attempt, my Lord Orpheus, may I suggest that you are not the intended target this time?
Ooh.
Given the report the Mentat here is offering, wasn't your brother the one who was attacked?" And Theo's just kind of like looks at him confused and he was in the room. So was Lord Kairos. Marcus just nods and says, "I would put all three of you as potential targets." Orpheus just nods and says, "I think it's best if we all wrap up business here and head to our own palaces. I think I've endangered the household of Kairos long enough." Marcus raises his hand and says, "Do not worry, I will assign a security detail to them. Make sure that at the very least they're being kept safe." And he kind of looks at Yuri and says, "To deliver this message to your lord, if he accepts, I'm more than willing to provide a small retinue of white serpents to be at your disposal in case something like this ever happens again. At least for a couple of months."
I will pass along the message to my lord. Thank you, Lord Draco. It's an honor, regardless.
Nods. "And thank you for your service. Dismissed."
She will bow and take her leave.
You head back out. The White Serpents would actually escort you back to Pyros's quarters. Not sure if there's any conversations the others would like to have in the meantime, as Damocles at this point is mostly resting.
Well, I think Astrid turns towards Freya with like a very serious expression and says, "Maybe we should also start attending these meetings. I mean, we might have gotten into the situation specifically because the two of us have not done much for our father and the house."
I mean, yeah, getting involved in house politics probably a good way to start.
He says we don't have to and that we should just do what we want, but well, maybe this is what we should want right now.
I mean, it's also our duty, to be fair. And I think it's probably best for all three of us and for the house itself. And he won't be alone. But he probably won't like it.
I mean, you're the heir. You're gonna have to get into these kind of meetings sooner or later. Otherwise, how are you going to
Yes.
be ready for it?
That is true. I mean, I wanted to ask him for a while, but I mean, He always looked so confident and that he didn't need anyone else. But I guess it's time.
Well, he doesn't want us to worry. Of course, he would tell us he doesn't need anyone else. I'm just starting to think maybe we do the same. Well, he says he doesn't need us. That's fine. We're going to do it anyway.
Yes.
She looks at her father to check if he's sleeping.
He is.
Well, until we know who it is that has been possibly targeting our house, I think caution is going to be of the utmost importance here.
Of course, Naira.
As you're talking, I spent 2 threat. There's a knock at the door.
Hello, face dance. Hello, Mr. Face Dancer. Can I step? No, no. I open the door. Yeah, Enrico opens the door. This is the door guard.
there's a lady flanked by 2 guards which you don't recognize. Like,
All right,
off the bat.
stabbing.
No,
Just kidding.
no,
Yeah, that's kidding.
no.
Just kidding.
Enrico just decapitates her.
Yeah, all three. No, that's-
Nobody can stop me. She just looks at you and says, "Is your lord doing all right? I heard he got severely injured.
Who are you, if I may ask?
I'm Lady Nyx."
Enrico does not know. He does not know about it. Like, that's a name. Can I understand? Can I try
Okay.
to understand or
You
whatever?
can roll understand if you want.
Can I? Maybe I know. Maybe
Difficulty.
Enrico will recognize the name.
It's difficulty 1.
I'm
though.
assuming we can hear this.
Yeah, it's difficulty 1. It's fine. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Come on, Enrico.
Can
What?
I have
Use the
duties,
momentum.
Oscar?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Is your understand 4?
Yes.
No.
I'm not a man of the brain, okay? Momentum I just declare later or something or whatever. I don't click anything here, correct?
No. Hey.
Hey, I did Enrico knows.
Look
Enrico,
at that.
when she says Nyx, you realize that's one of the other like nascent houses, very minor. One of your allies amongst the vassals of House Orpheus.
He's being treated by our doctors, but
I wish to see him if that's possible.
doesn't get exception. You're a Suk doctor. You work with multiple doctors. You work many. you
Ira
work
is multiple
many-
doctors, you're right.
You work with many doctors. You have such a. Were you at the meeting with him when the attack happened?
Bro, can I like interrupt here?
Yes.
Please interrupt someone. Yeah, yeah.
Naira's gonna approach and say, Lord Damocles is currently sleeping, but you are welcome to come in, and his daughters are here waiting for him to recover.
She nods. Has a very stern look on her face, just kind of like glances at her guards, gives them a nod as they step back, and she walks inside as you close the door behind, and she walks into the bedroom as she like looks towards you, recognizing the symbol, and says, "Presume he is doing fine."
He is just currently sleeping and recovering.
I'm glad to hear that. As she steps into the bedroom and just kind of like looks at him and sees both Astrid and Freya. Like, does a small like nod to greet you.
Astrid does get up and greets her. We weren't expecting any visitors tonight, but
Just wanted to. I heard
I'm
about the
glad.
incident and wanted to offer my sincere regrets. Wanted to make sure that he is doing all right. I didn't realize he had a Suk doctor taking care of him. I wouldn't have worried otherwise.
Freya's gonna get up and ask, do you know him personally?
A recent acquaintance.
I see. I see why she's.
Oh, you're just now making the connection.
I'm actually tense, motherfucker. My one brain cell lit up. No, I knew the plan was to marry him, but I didn't know whom exactly. I guess
So
now
yeah,
I
she
know.
just kind of like looks at him again, very stern. Doesn't like. There's no very hard to read. You can try if you want. Be a contested role.
Is anyone gonna try and read her?
I guess not from the
Yeah.
silent.
What,
Okay.
what, what will be the reading? What will be the check? What do you
Maybe
mean read?
understand.
It'll be
do we
understand. Yeah.
do we like vibe check her? Like, do you want to kill him? What's the reading here?
I mean,
I'll do it
I
because
guess you're-
Naira would be making sure that
you're-
she's not gonna do anything.
yeah, you're trying to like gather what emotions she's having under this like cold facade.
You should maybe Enrico have another. Maybe my brain cells will connect once more.
I'll spend.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do we recover determination like per session, or how
Yes.
does determination work?
You have one
Yes,
point of determination at the beginning of
You
each new
start
session.
one of per session. You can gain it throughout up to maximum of 3.
Okay, I'm gonna use it then.
Well, do you
it
have
took me
a statement that matches the focus? Because it has
The
to.
focus.
The statement on your drive has to match the situation you're using it.
I was planning on using duty, and I have for my house. I will do what I must.
This isn't. I wouldn't say this counts because like you're just vibe checking this woman. You have no idea what her like connection is.
My
Yeah,
brain.
that's fair.
You don't know anything
Enrico's
about
awful.
possible
Enrico also
marriages.
has a brain, I guess.
You can use momentum or like
No,
spend
it's
threat.
fine.
Damn, we all have a brain, but none as big as the suit doctor.
I got 2 successes anyway.
So
It's fine.
for the
Damn, Jill.
Watch her roll like double crits.
Yeah, double crit.
no, but she also got 2 successes.
The cycle of threat. You know, we spend more threat to get rid of other threats, so you can spend
You
threat
get-
in the next scene again.
Don't you get like if you roll underneath your focus, is that a crit? I think that's a crit.
Yes.
Right? So did you
Yeah.
also get a crit? No, you didn't. Oh, yeah. Never mind. So that will be like 4 successes. So
Can we declare?
Yeah.
Can you declare determination?
I
now?
shouldn't have. What do you mean declare
Okay, yeah.
determination? Do you have a statement? Does the statement?
No,
crits
no,
your
no.
drive?
I mean for Jill, whatever.
What?
Oh no, she already used determination. Never mind. Then.
That wasn't a determination. That was just I rolled a 1.
Yeah, she just critted naturally.
Nice.
It's too good.
You know, maybe spend momentum. Do we have momentum? Do we?
We don't need it.
We have 1 momentum. It's
have-
fine, guys. I don't think is it that important.
Yeah.
I
Hard
want
to get
know
a
if
read on
this
her.
woman-
She looks like pleased that he's alive. She looked very cold as she says, well, I guess my business here is done. Wish him a fast recovery. And then she proceeds to walking out.
I feel like we all look at each other like, why?
No, Rico will not look. He would just say, "So we'll see, man." No?
I don't know. I know House Nyx is allied, but perhaps Damocles met her during the party.
Well, I'll say that
Cool.
Rian, as you're returning to the quarters, you do spot Lady Nyx walking away with her guards.
Rian would do the. I think since they're walking, she would do the formal thing of getting out the way and bowing,
Yeah.
basically.
You realize that they're coming from where like Kairos' quarters are.
Yeah, once they leave, she would proceed a little bit more heartily back towards the others. Gets into the room.
Yeah,
Everyone's
eventually, like, yeah, you see the door unlock as Rian walks in.
just.
And
What
as
is
she walks in, you hear Astrid just kind of say, "So is that the one maybe Rihanna was referring to, or is Father
mean-
talking to multiple candidates?"
I mean, it could be a possibility that she's the one. I mean, multiple? I don't think so.
Lady Ren, do you know anything? When what is she doing? Why was Nyx? Why was Lady Nyx here?
I'm not too sure. Did she say something?
She said that she just wanted to come check on Damocles and how he was recovering.
Grunt. Would it be? I don't think that. I'm gonna assume Lady Nyx is a private person, so there's not a lot of information necessary about her outside of the stuff of her house, right?
Well, you can give me an roll to maybe see if you would have picked up on anything else.
Okay, I think this is more of an understand roll than anything else, if that's right to say. And this be in. It's not my best, but I think I can say either being truth. If that's alright to say.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay.
Say difficulty 2.
Yeah. I don't know too much about them. I feel like she's a private person, so Rian wouldn't have.
Nascent house, kind of secretive, doesn't interact too much in the politics sphere, so.
She's a private woman, if nothing else. Did she give any reason why she was here?
Was just worried about Damocles, or nothing more.
I mean, they recently met.
Lord Damocles has not mentioned her before, but it is an interesting development with current events and current news. But besides that, as Lord Damocles, sleeping, I see. I will tell you two, as acting rulers in his stead while he recovers. I was been just informed that there has been, by Lord Flavius and the White Serpents, as well as in conjunction with House Orpheus, they have been sweeping the hotel, looking for assassins. 2 have been found as of right now, and then another one, Enrico, the man I told you about that you saw, he is now dead and is a prime suspect.
The theater man? The theater man?
Yes, and he is a prime suspect in this regard, as it seems he is a face dancer, or believed to be.
My gut was right. Something seemed off about that guy.
Or at least his body, or the person they found, is at the very least. That's worrying.
Even though if he's a face dancer, he might just start taking his face, you know?
That is true.
Do face dancers revert to their original form if
I
they
would
die?
say no.
No, Enrico asked that Rian like in character because he actually would know.
Honestly, I don't know the lore, and I didn't see anything in the book.
But
to make it much more difficult for everyone, I'll say
they
no.
don't. Out of character, they don't.
And the only way to like figure it out is just analyzing their DNA.
Yeah, it's actually like flesh crafting. Yeah, they don't shift back.
Not to my knowledge, at the very least. I don't believe they do so. So it's hard to tell. But if nothing else, by Lord Draco's words, it seems Lord Kairos, Orpheus, and even I think Lord Skylax, whose life was attempted to as well, are possible candidates for an assassination attempt. I'm not too sure.
Even father?
I cannot say, but that is what they believe. Lord Draco has offered his white serpents in assistance as to guard Lord Damocles, if that is what he wishes, for a few months, and high honor, if nothing else. But he wished for me to pass it along.
Our security forces cannot hurt, even though if we're dealing with face dancers. Again, we can at least maybe have them guarded in case I'm not there. Proved maybe they can prove to be at least somewhat of an obstacle
It could
to any
also
would-be assassin.
it could possibly also paint a bigger target on our backs, if nothing else, because
That's also true.
I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest.
at this point, there's already assassination attempts. Can there be any bigger target?
You are right. That is true.
Just getting a face dancer on a nascent house, either someone's incredibly petty, or someone's so fabulously wealthy that they don't care about funds. So I doubt we are the primary target. Even though it is of course possible. Again, pettiness, for whatever reason.
And perhaps I should have shared this earlier, though I did with Enrico, but the night of the party, when I was heading to bed, the window of my room was left open, and a note was sitting there that said, "Watch your back."
An alarming. No,
So
but
pettiness should not be excluded here.
it could either be a warning or a threat, friend or foe, possibly.
I'm leaning more towards threat.
Yep. Again, petty revenge for foiling the initial plot.
But why warn us?
That I don't know. Maybe they're so convinced that they would achieve their goal.
Or they could possibly wish to rile us up to make a mistake. Who knows for sure?
What if it was someone who actually knew about the plot and was trying to warn us?
It's possible.
Even though I'm leaning more towards Lady Nara's assessment of being more of a threat rather than a warning.
If nothing else, I don't know, the offer for protection still is extended to us at the very least. I'm not too sure if Lord Damocles will take it, but I will let you both know, Lady Astrid and Freya as well.
He shall decide whether we should accept the garrison, I'd say. Unless you want them right now, of course.
Well, he
What
needs
did
to
you say,
actually
Matt?
wake up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're asking. You are the house rulers now. By the.
True.
So we're looking at you. We're all looking at the experts are looking at you right now. We're
Lady
waiting
Freya?
for-
Lady Freya, what is your thoughts? As
I
house.
mean, if we get offered guards, we're definitely gonna take them. We're not gonna risk anything.
Wow.
I think in making those marriage alliances is becoming more pressing as the days go on.
Yes.
Or at least when Lord Damocles awakens, I believe it'd be best if he hears the news from you two.
Yes.
Hopefully for the best, yeah.
Very well.
Anything else, Rian, that was mentioned?
Not that I'm aware of, at the very least. I will endeavor to tell you both immediately. For now, I think I will stand vigil out in the outer quarters for a little bit.
I also will say that maybe not sleeping in separate rooms.
Yes. I think it is best that until we have better security that we do not go off alone if we can help it, right?
Agreed. We
Absolutely.
are having this discussion out of Damocles' room, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is living. Yeah, well, this
Yes.
is like living. Yeah, she basically walked through the door. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Enrico invited Nix to. Yeah, so this is not bedroom.
Very well then. Shall I prepare food for a bit? Take turns staying awake, I guess.
It sounds like as good a plan as any.
Of course. This is already what we've come to.
I'm used to long nights of studying. Shouldn't be too different.
Agreed. Rian would go and get some food, a little bit more healthier for
You
the
mean
group.
no cake?
Monster energy drink. Some
Well,
monster energy drinks to stay
There's
awake.
always a side of sweets. She can't help it. So
Enrico fucking unlocks the emergency box for night shift.
Freya's gonna step into Damocles' room and wait for him to wake up.
So with that, no other conversations. Probably end the session.
Fucking drag me, motherfucker. Fucking kill me, motherfucker. I was like, when I say like I'm dead, this is like drag me to